So the questions that appear in the exam are first, harassment and what is harassment. So here, from here to here, harassment is behavior that cause mental or physical pain. This part, so you have to highlight it in your book. So first question, what is harassment? Okay. The second question about harassment is how to prevent harassment in your company. So there are three ways to prevent harassment. So that is 会社の取り組み company initiative. So you have to learn on of the point here, like education or training, A, RE, U, and daily regarding of harassment. So that is the question that appear in the June exam. So let's doing some question for the assignment from last week first. So Jenny, can you read the question one for me?
職長としてのコミュニケーションで大切なことは何ですか？で、A、日本語だけを使うで、ミュニケーション
はい。
コミュニケーション。
はいはい。
B、情報だけを伝えること。で、C、目的や意味も説明して、理解し合うこと。で、厳しく注意すること。答えは、C です。
はい。この問題の答えは C ですね。愛は日本語だけ使うでコミュニケーション。So I answer 日本語だけを使う。Only using Japanese in communication. Yes, that is right, but that is not the most important. The question asking about 職長としてのコミュニケーションで大切なことは何ですか？ So 大切なことは important thing or the most important thing, right? The most important thing when communication. So if you talk in Japanese, that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is understanding the meaning and the purpose. And also you have to make it all the people understand the information. That is the important thing. So in B answer, we have 情報だけ伝える only convey the information. So we learned that in Horenso, we have to report, conceal, and discover, right? So Horenso, Didi, only Joho. Oh, not all the part E. Hokoku and Soran. So that are missing Soran and Hokoku. So B is not right. C answer. We have to understand the meaning of the purpose of the information first and make the other people understand too. So the right answer is C answer. Mokuteki. Mokuteki purpose. Imi. Imi is meaning. Understanding purpose and meaning. And also you have to Setsume explain to other people. So it is C answer. D 厳しく注意すること。厳しく is strictly. So warning strictly. That is not the point of communication too. So you cannot choose the answer. So the most right answer is C. Okay, now moving on to question 2. Avare, can you read the question 2 for me?
同じ情報を伝えても、人によってどうなりますか？ A、全員が同じように理解する。B、誰も理解できない。C、理解できる人、できない人がいる。D、外国人だけ理解できない。答えは、あー C、C、
うん。
当て
はい。
ますか？
理解できる人できない人。はい。That is right. So in this question, right? 同じ情報伝えても even though we are conveying the same information, 人によってどうなりますか？ So depend on the people how it will be. In answer, 全員が同じように理解できる。Every people will have the same understanding. That is not right because some people cannot understand Japanese. So some people cannot understand it. So I answer you wrong. They need everyone, right? But not everyone can understand Japanese. So I answer you wrong. In B answer we have 誰でも理解できない。It is same meaning as I answer, but just opposites. 誰でも理解できない。In everyone cannot understand it, but some people can understand it. So B answer is wrong. C answer is 理解できる人とできない人がいます。So there will be some people understanding and some other cannot. So C answer is right answer here. In the answer that is not relevant. Go, 外国人だけ理解できない。Only foreigner cannot understand. That is wrong. So the most right answer is C answer. Okay. Continue to question 3. Mark, can you read the question 3 for me?
はい。Number 3。日本語が自分にわからない人に関してどうするべきですか？ A、自分でさせる。B、急いで説明する。C、丁寧に考える。
教え
D、
て。
教えされる。
教える。
教える。D、話しかけない。日本語が自分にわからない。どうするべき？自分で考えさせる。それで話しかけない。丁寧に。C かな、先生。
Okay, so the right answer, that is the right answer for this. 日本語十分わからない人に対して。So, to the people that cannot understand Japanese, what is the right answer? Or how we should do with them? For the people that cannot understand Japanese, I answer 自分で考えされる。It let them think by yourself. Let them think by themselves. So that is not right. We have to teach them, right? Teach them politely. Politely, 丁寧に politely. And教える is teaching them politely is the right way to do if other people cannot understand Japanese. So C answer is right. B answer is 遅いで説明する。遅いで。遅い explain in
遅い、
rushly or fastly explain.
そいで。
急いでかな。
はい。
遅いだ。
遅い。
遅い
急いで。
急い。そう、ごめん。急いで説明する。rushly or quickly. So we explain quickly or rushly. So B answer is not right. In the answer, 話しかけない. 話しかけ is like talking to them. And nine mean don't talking to them. So the answer is also not right. So the most right answer is C answer. Now, Christine, can you read the question 4 for me?
number four, わかりましたかと聞いて、はいと、この漢字先生、
答えても、
答えてもどういう場合がありますか ?A、先生読めません。
本当は
本当は
理解していない。
理解していない。B、
送って
怒っている。C、仕事を
全部
全部をわかりました。聞こえていない。
can you choose the right answer?
先生
A or B or C, D? A, right? So in this question, わかりましたと聞いて、はいと答えても、so when the worker answer that they understand or hi is like yes, right? What is that situation will be? So even though they told that they understanding or told that yes, there are some cases that people cannot understand the meaning or the thing that the boss had told them. So that is a answer. 本当は理解していない. They cannot understand, truly understand. They just read like it. They didn't fully understand, really understand, but just reply it. In the answer, 送っている is like getting mad. Getting mad. So that is not right. In C answer, we have 仕事全部わかりました. Everyone can understand it. So there's because there are some cases that people cannot understand fully. So C answer is not right. 聞こえていない. 聞こえていない. Because they cannot hear it. That is not right. So in the book, why that if we see that in the book, みんなの前でわかりましたと聞いて、はいと返事があったとしても、 even though the worker said that they understand, and yes, they cannot fully understanding the meaning of the information you just say. So please notice this, highlight this into your book. Okay, so that is for question 5. Sorry, question 4. So question 5, I will read it. 危険な行動を見たとき、どうしますか？危険な行動。So if you see a danger behavior, what is the things you should do? The first thing is 後で注意する。Warning after that. So I answer not so when you see a danger behavior, you have to warning the worker right away or immediately. Warning them right away in front of every people. And then explain in all the place. So warning them right away will be その場ですぐ注意する。他の場、詳しく説明する。So the first sentence is その場ですぐ注意する is B answer, right? So the right answer for this question will be その場ですぐ注意する。Warning them right away in that place. C answer 何もしない。Don't do anything. And in D answer we have その場で、他の場で注意する。That is the second step, not the first step. The answer is the second step. So the first thing we have to do is warning them right away. The answer is second step. So the answer is not right. So 3 step for warning someone. 3 step. Okay. So we see here that is 3 step. Warning people who have not performing their duties correctly. 正しい作業をしていない人に注意する。That is the first step. Warning them immediately. The second step will be 危険な行動はすぐの場で注意する。This part, right? Warning them in that place, even though in front of all the people. And the last step is 別の場所で改めて説明する。Explain again in different place, different location. So remember the 3 steps, 1, 2, and 3, when warning someone with 正しくない行為or 行動、both is okay. Okay, moving on to question number 6. Now question number 6. Jenny, can you read it for me?
はい。指示をするときに大切なことは何ですか？ A、小さい声で話すこと。B、曖昧に伝えること。C、はっきり内容を伝えること。D、冗談を入れること。答えは、はっきり 内容を、C、はっきり内容を伝えること。
はい。So the right answer for this is C answer. So CG をするとき right? So when giving order, what is the most important thing? The most important thing when giving order is making the worker understand that is the order from the boss. The most important thing. A. Makes the worker understand that is the order. So A is 小さい声で話すこと。So if you talking smallly, the worker cannot hear it or the worker will understand it. That is not an order. So I answer you wrong. I might, I might meaning này vaguely or not clear. So if you giving the order not clearly, the worker cannot understand it. So the answer is also wrong. Hakiri, clearly. Hakiri, 内容、伝えること。Conveying the information of the content clearly. So that is the important thing when making the order. So C is the right answer. Jordan is joke, right? Put joke in order. So we cannot put joke in order. So the answer is or give when giving instruction. So the answer is wrong. Okay, so now moving on to question 7. Question 7. Avara, can you read the question 7 for me?
はい。曖昧な言い方をするとどうなりますか？ A、わ、わかり、わかりやすくなる。B、指示が相談がわからなくなる。C、仕事が早く終わる。D、相手が必要する。答えは、B。
Okay, so the right answer for this is B answer. I might is the same meaning as this, right? I might vaguely, not clearly. So when you talking not clearly, どうなりますか? What is the thing can be happen? I answer わかりやすくなる. They will understand it. So the worker cannot understand if you saying it not clearly. So I answer not right. B answer 指示か相談かわからなくなる. They will not understand it. It is instruction or discussing. The worker won't understand that he a order or discuss. So yeah, so the thing that when you not saying clearly is the worker won't understand it. わからなく right? わからない. So B answer is right. C and D answer is not relevant to this question. 仕事が早く終わり. The job will be done soon and 相手が安心する. Making the pupil feel
えっと、
relief
え
is
ー
wrong. Moving on to question number 8. Mark, can you read the question number 8 for me?
はい。仕事の仲間を褒めると どんな良い、先生、この漢字お願いします。
あ、影響。
影響がありますか？ A、モチベーションが下がる。B、仕事をしたくなくなる。C、
回る。周りの人。
周りの人も良い仕事をしたくなる。D、愛、話が少なくなる。仕事
会話。
仕事の仲間、会話。会話が少なくなる。仕事の仲間を褒めると。会話が仕事をしたくなる。レター A 先生。モチベーションが、C。周りの人も良い仕事をしたくなる。
A or C?
先生は仕事の仲間を褒めると、どんな良い影響がありますか？モチベーションが下がる。周りの人も良い仕事をしたくなる。先生。
Okay, so C is the right answer. So when you read the question A, that is wrong because Sagaru it decrease the motivation, right? If the right answer, they will have agaru, this kanji instead. So Sagaru meaning decrease and agaru mean increase. So the right answer will have this kanji instead of Sagaru. In B answer, we have shigoto o shitaku naku naru. They will, they won't want to do the work. This question asking about homeru to, when you like giving praise someone, what is the effect to the pupil? Eikyo, effect or effect, right? What is the effect for the pupil? Effect or affect? So when you praise someone, all the pupil will want to do the good in the work in the good way, so they can get praise too, right? So the C answer is the most right answer here. Maharu ne hito mo joi shigoto shitaku naru. Shitaku i shitai and naru i want to do something. Become wanting to do something. The people around you, the worker that get praise, will want to do the good work. So C answer is the right answer. D answer is 会話が少なくなる. They will talk less. So the answer is also not right. So this question is C answer. They will want to do the work in the good way or the better way. Okay, so Christine, can you read the question 9 for me?
Number 9、良いコミュニケーションの
Ray,
例はどれですか？と、先生、
buka,
部下を
hotte,
放っておく、B、話しかけに、話しかけにくい、関立、はい、
関係を作る.
関係を作る。 C、わからないことを、えっと、
早め。
早めに説明する。D、気分で話し方をおし、え、教える。え、
うん。did he 考える。
考える。
はい、はい、
変える。
変える。
はい。
変える。
うん
コミュニケーション。C 先生。答えはC?
はい。So that is right. C answer is right answer. So they asking about good communication. Example of good communication, right? Joey good and Ray mean example. What is a good example of good communication? Buka. Buka mean lower worker. Right? Hotel mean leaving them behind. Leaving them behind is not right. So you have to tell them or explain the work to them. B answer is Hanashikake Nikui. Nikui mean hard to talk to. Kanke o chukuru. Kanke mean relationship. Making a relationship that hard to talk to. So that is bad communication because you don't give the people a chance to talk to you. So B answer is not right. C answer is わからないことをはじめに説明する。If the worker have some part that they cannot understand, explain it, explain it quickly. Sorry, explain it immediately. So C answer is right. In the answer, we have kibunde harasikata. Oh, kaeru. Change the way that you talk. Depend on kibun. Depending on the feeling. So that is also a bad communication. This is bad communication. We should treat someone equally, not based on our feeling about them. So D, not right. So in this question 10, 悪いコミュニケーションの例はどれですか? This is asking about what is the bad example of communication. I answer we have 相手によって態度を変える。Sorry. Yes. So that is the same with the answer here in the question 9. Depend on the people, depend on the partner, we will change our attitude, depend on the person we're talking to. So A is the right answer. We talk differently, depend on the people we are talking to. On the people we are talking to. So I answer is right answer in here. This is a bad communication. We have tene ni. This is the kanji for tene.
うん、
Tene means politely. Explain in politely. So B is right. B is good communication. Joy communication. I te no hanashiki ko. Hearing all the people talk. Hear all the people talk is also joy communication. 普段から話しやすくなる。They can talk to us normally or easily. 話しやすくなる。sorry, 安くする。安く mean easy to talk to. So it also a good communication. So that is all for the practice question for communication. Now moving on. So let's moving on to the lesson. So like I said before, there are two questions that have appeared in the June exam about harassment. The first question is how to prevent harassment. And the second question that also appear is what is harassment? Explain that. This is the two questions that appear in the exam in June. So please read the question, read the book again about two of this part. Okay. Now moving on to the lesson. This lesson we will learn about chapter 2. So please turn the book to chapter 2. Alright, Sokuin essay. Food hygiene, right? Essay mean hygiene and Sokuhin mean food. So first we need to explain what is Sokuin essay. Sokuin essay food hygienic or food hygiene. Food hygiene will be sorry, wait a minute. Sokuin essay to Sokuin o 食べて人が病気にならないこと、怪我をしないこと。So food hygiene will be divided into two parts. The food people eat that don't give people sick. 人が病院にならないこと。And the second part is don't give the person ate the food any damage. The second part. So that is for Sokuin essay. The food that don't give people sick and the food that don't give people damage. This part is not in the book, so you have to write it. So Queen essay about food hygienic. This will be divided into four parts that is not in the book of this book. So the first part is 手洗いをする。手洗い washing your hand. The second part is 作業、服、じゃあ手袋正しく着用する。Wearing uniform and glove properly. The third part is 清潔な設備、機械、器具など使う。清潔い clean, cleanly. So using clean equipment 設備 machine 機械 and 器具 is tool. Using clean tool equipment and
Yes.
and machine to produce food. And the last part is食品じゃ原材料と決まった温度で保管するなど、storage food in the temperature that is fixed or decided temperature. So that is 4.1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is for screen essay, food hygienic, that have 4 parts. This is in SSW2, SSW1 book, but in SSW2 book, they don't write it, so we have to search it for yourself. はい。食べた人が病気になったり、怪我をしたりないように食品を作る管理ことが食品製造の衛生管理。So if we produce the food that don't give people any sickness and any damage, that is called 衛生管理 hygiene management. Hygiene management is a management about not making food that give people sick and damage. 人が病気になったり、怪我をしたりする原因を機械、機械要因、ハザードを呼ぶこと。So the food, the source, the cause of gaining the cause for the pupil sickness and damage will be called 機械要因 hazards. 一般衛生管理 general hygiene management も LACCP により衛生管理も早期に機械要因含むまえないようにするための行動である。So we have two programs to prevent any hazards in the food. The first program is 一般衛生管理。一般衛生管理 General Hygiene Management. And the second program is LACCP. So this is there are two programs in making the food safer and not having any 機械要因 So we will learn about two of this program right away. The first program, Ipanese will have 4 points. This part is not in the book, so you have to write it. 4 fires. First is fires. We have Seri, Seton, Seiso, Sekesu, and Shisuke. Of course, you learn about fires long time ago, right? The second point is Seisu, Sesubi, Kigu Naro, no, Esekandi. Hygiene management about the tool, the equipment, and the machine. 作業者の衛生管理 hygiene management about the worker. And the last point is 原材料食品の衛生管理 hygiene management about raw material and the food that already produced. So that is 4.4 일반衛生管理 general management of hygienic. So in this diagram, In this diagram in the book, we have Itpane Sekandi and RACCP plan. RACCP will be called in Japanese Yuyo Kanite no Kandi. So you can see that in the bottom we have Itpane Sekandi. So you have to understand it. If general hygiene cannot remove the hazards from the food, we will moving on to have RACCP plan. Okay, so I will write here. If the Ipane Sekandi cannot remove the hazards from the food, we will continue to have RACCP plan to remove the hazards. So that is the meaning of this diagram. If Ipane Sekandi cannot remove the hazards from the food, we will using RACCP plan to remove that hazards. So 一般の世界にはキーが要因除去ができないと LCCP の取り組みとこのキーが要因除去ができます。Okay, so moving into the second part. The second part is そこにはキーが要因一般の世界に LCCP のより衛生管理とは何か知っている知識だけでなく So the foreman had to understand three of the things. The first is what is the hazard? Kiga yoin. The second part is it pane sekandi. General hygiene management. And the last is LACCP. So that is the 3 point the foreman, the Sokucho had to understand. And also that is not enough. More than 3 points, we have to understand more. So the point we have to understand is 自分の職場で制御している遠足要因における機械要因は何ですか？何か？はい。You have to understand what is the hazards in your working place. Understanding what is the hazards in your working place. 自分の職場ไว้ in your working place. はい。The second point you have to understand is その機械要因を除去するために自分の職場でどのような一般的セカンディが必要か in order to remove 除去 remove in order to remove the hazards from your place what is the general hygienic management you have to do in order to remove the hazards. 너는 LACCP plan가 필요가 and also what is the plan for LACCP we have to do in our company. That is the thing that the foreman has to understand. Three things from what is the hazards from your company, how to apply general hygiene management, and the last is what is the LACCP plan in your company. また、自分の職場で必要な一般の世界じゃ LACC プランが確実施されているように、職長じゃグループ長としてリーダーシップ発揮しなければならない。So in order to do this, the foreman, the Sakucho, and the group leader have to have leadership and hacking demonstration about all of the program we are learned in Pane Secondary and LACCP. The foreman and the leader of the group have to understand two of this program to demonstrate to another people or leader or the worker to do the right thing in your company. 네, 사람의 나이다 대중を確率に実行にしたり、実行されたりするだけでなく、So when you are working as a foreman, it is important that you not only following the plan, it is important that you not only following the plan, 대중의確率 make sure that plan running or doing the exact the same. 自分で手順書を作成する。You have also to making your own step. 手順書。手順書 is a step or the book for the step, the book for the process. You have to make the step by your own. 知識、技能も必要です。So in order to do that, you have to also have knowledge and ability to make your own process in your company. So the thing you do is not only following the plan, and you also have to make your own book by having a lot of knowledge and ability. Okay, so Sani, more than that. 実施予挙、記録を振り返って手順書をより良いものにする。関連する知識、技能も必要です。More than that, we will base on real situation. 実施予挙 based on real situation and 記録 and a record of that. We will 振り返って looking back on the record And then we see that the process 대준서, the process have something to improve or not. That is one of the abilities the foreman have to. Okay, so this part we will learn about the thing that you already feel familiar. That is the hazards, right? The second part of this we will learn about hazards. Hazards will divide into three types. The first type is butchery tekikigai. Butchery tekikigai. Kahaku tekikigai. And sebusu tekikigai. Butchery tekikigai is physical hazards. Kahaku tekikigai. Kahaku means chemical hazards. And the last is sebusu tekikigai. Biological. So in this lesson, we will learn about on three of this type, the type of the hazards. So the first type is butchery tekikigai, physical hazards. Physical hazards will have ないように高指数、英部数であること。高指数 mean hard stuff. 高指数、英部数 some foreign object that is hard, like 金属。金属 is metal. We have glass, glass, plastic, plastic, and the last is easy. So in physical hazards, we have four types of this: metal, glass, plastic, and stone. Moving on to the chemical hazards. Chemical hazards we will have allergy. So allergic stuff. The first allergic we will have 8 of the thing. We have AB, shrimp, cani, crab, kurumi, is sometimes blood, komugi, flour, soba, soba men, right? The noodle, Japanese noodle, tamago, egg, new, milk, and miruku, zakase, peanuts. So that is the 8 of the most important allergic you have to know. Some other type is almond, awabi, ika, squid, ikura, fish egg, orange, cashew nuts, kiwi, gyunyu, goma, sake, saba, daisuke, toiniku, banana, butaniku, amosu, momo, jamaimo, dingo と セイラチン. So this is only type of organic stuff you have to understand. The second type of chemical hazards is histamine. Histamine will be included in the fish. Histamine を含む魚を食べたと、アレルギーのような症状が出て、remember that histamine will only have symptoms if the people eating it only have symptoms if people ate it. So for example, if you working in the company that produce fish and you have some of the symptoms that is may is dizzy, I will write here. May um chugu or heta hara itai or your stomach hurt. If you just inhale it, don't give histamine. Only eating the fish that have histamine can cause me and hara itai. Inhale it, don't give histamine. So if the real question, the question if you working in the fish company and inhale the fish that have histamine, you don't have this symptom. Only eating it have symptom. Okay. Moving on to the last part A. Jagaimono. Jagaimono is potato. The root of the potato will have midori iro. May the root of the potato will have midori iro. No kawa ni wa. The skin of the potato that green will have sonarin. Sonanin. So this is also a type of chemical in the potato. So this it will also cause dizzy and stomach hurt, meimai or hara itai. So the question in the exam will be, so that based on the real exam that people take, they will give you one type of the food. For example, like uh, in this way, fish, they will ask fish have what hazards, or chicken will have what hazards, or egg will have what hazards. So this is based on real question that people take. So you have to understand that fish will have here histamine, chicken will have Campylobacter or Salmonella. Campylobacter. Or Salmonella. It will also have salmonella. And if they're asking about potato, you have to answer solalin. This type has us. Okay, so moving on to list A. 生物的危害要因 is a biological hazard. Biological hazards will have first is cycline. Cycline is bacteria here. Virus. Kabi, mold, and ký sinh is parasite. Four type of biological hazards: cycline, virus, Kabi, ký sinh. So we will learn about the type of bacteria and where it will be. The first type of, you have to write this. This is not in the book, so you have to write it down. The first type is Campylobacter, Campylobacter, or Campylobacter Zucchini. Campylobacter will 体の中に入ってから菌が増えて発症する食中毒菌です。So this type of bacteria will enter your body and then multiply or grow in your body. This type of bacteria will be found in canicle is chicken. This will be found in chicken that don't heat it enough or don't cook truly. 加熱不足の傾向が原因になります。Campylobacter will be in chicken that is not heated enough. The symptom of this bacteria will be gary, 腹痛、発熱。Gary means diarrhea, 腹痛 or 腹痛 mean stomach hurt. 発熱 fever. That is a symptom of Campylobacter poisoning.
Okay.
So, hi.
I have a question.
Hi.
カンピロバクターは英語で何ですか？
Campylobacter. So I will show the picture of it.
Okay, thank you.
Wait. Campylobacter. Um, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So this is the English name for Campylobacter.
Campylobacter.
So you can take a screenshot or anything,
Okay,
or you can search it by yourself.
thank you, Sensei.
So, but the only thing you have to understand is where it will be. So Campylobacter will only be in canicle is a chicken. The question we were asking about, so they have a chicken, right? So they are asking about what is the bacteria in the chicken. So you have to answer that Campylobacter. Okay.
Right.
The second type of bacteria we will learn is Salmonella. Salmonella bacteria. Salmonella will be in Keran. Keran is egg or tamago. This is the harder kanji for tamago. Keran and Sokoniko. In meat, especially Keniko, especially chicken, chicken meat. So that is appear in egg and chicken meat. The symptom also the same with Campylobacter. We have Gedi, Fukuchu, Hasunesu, Omona, Sojo です。So the symptoms are diarrhea, stomach hurt, and fever. That is the second type of bacteria. So the English name for this bacteria will be Salmonella. And this will be Campylobacter.
Campylobacter.
Moving on to the next bacteria is Choen Biburio. This is Vibrio in English. Vibrio. So I will proceed here. So Vibrio will be in seafood. Gyokai Rui. Gyokai Rui is seafood, right? So that is the most appear in seafood. Seafoods or Nama Sakana. Nama Sakana is the fish, fresh fish or uncooked fish. The symptom of it will be geri, also geri, and fukuchu, diarrhea and stomach hurt. So remember this will be in seafood and fish, uncooked fish. The fourth type of bacteria will be chokan, silkechuse, dichokin. The kanji is little hard to understand, right? So the short term for this is ESEC coli. The type of O157 and O111 is the most dangerous bacteria in this type of bacteria. So this type of bacteria will be in 生または加熱風速の牛肉、beef、野菜、vegetable, and idomizo. Idomizo. The water in the well. This also have the same symptom, but difference is Ketsuben. Ketsuben is like blood, cough, like blood got stuck in your vein. So that is the only difference between all the type of bacteria. The fifth type of bacteria is Kiro, Buro bacteria. So the English name for this will be. So they don't ask for the English name, but if you want to search, this is the English name for it. So this will be from Hitono Hifuja Kizuguchi ni iru kin desu. This bacteria will be in our skin and our like damaged part, our wound, our skin, and our wound.はい、skin の中で菌が増えて熱強い毒素を作る。So this bacteria will have some difference from other bacteria. The toxin will grow on the food, not our body. So you seeing this, all of the other type bacteria will grow the toxin in our body. 体内で菌が増えて、also the same あり、体の中で菌が増えて、also 体内で菌が増えて、so same as this. So 1, 2, 4, 3, and 4 will have that toxin will grow in our body. So 在体内で菌が増えて、but this bacteria is different. This bacteria will grow on the food, not our body. So this type of bacteria will be found in onigiri, and sandwich. The symptom also different. The symptom will be haki, oto, so that is vomit and hard to breathe, hard to breathe, and also stomach hurt. So this have vomit are the symptom. Okay, so the difference, you can see the difference between some of the bacteria. The sixth type of bacteria is Cereus. The English name for it is Bacillus cereus. So this type of bacteria will be found. This bacteria will produce gabo, chukuru kindes. This will create like the particle that fly around the food. 食料が体内で this bacteria will grow on both your body and the food. 食品じゃ体内で菌が増えて both the food and our body. So this bacteria will be found in kokumosu kakaoin. So kokumosu kakaoin will be every product that have grain in them. Grain like bread or rice, pasta, donuts, all the food that have grain in them will have some kind of this bacteria. Also chahan. Chahan is fried rice in Japanese. This will cause vomit, stomach hurt, diarrhea, like other Thai bacteria. The seventh type bacteria will be uh, virusukin. This the English for this will be Clostridium bacteria. This is one type of bacteria that is cannot be killed by heat. Sau khi nó là cả đệ phơi tê. This type of bacteria will grow on the food. So this type of bacteria will be found in Dono Chuita Genzayo, the raw material that it grow on soil. Miso in water, in curry, and sichu, that is also a type of curry. So grow on the soil, the raw material that is grow on soil. We have miso, water, curry. The symptom of this bacteria will be stomach hurt, diarrhea. Okay, so into the last type bacteria we learned today is Bosuri Tasukin. Did it have the same English name? Clostridium botulinum. But this have another part. This is especially dangerous. 非常に危険な菌で注意毒素を作ります。They will create a toxin. This will be found in binzume or kanzume, canned product or packaged product, packaged and canned product. Okay. This have another symptom is Kokyu, Konnan, that is hard to breathe. So that is only for 8 type of bacteria in the exam. Okay, so after that we will learn about how to prevent bacteria. So this is also in SSW1 book, not in SSW2. So you also have to write this in your book. So before we learn, so we let's take a break for 5 minutes. So in the meantime, if you have some questions, you can ask me in the meantime. Okay, so going back to the lesson. So the thing we have to learn here is Sokuchu Doku, Yobono, Sangensoku. Three principles to prevent poisoning in the food. Three principles. The first principle is Kino chukenai. Kino machikomenai. Machikomanai. Don't bring the bacteria in. So don't bring bacteria in will be divided into 5 parts. The first is 作業場に外から気の言えないように手洗いを徹底する。The first thing we have is, of course, washing your hand. 作業場は清浄基準を守って清潔にします。This is to protect the cleanliness of the company and also cleaning the machine or anything. 作業で使う道具や設備などは洗浄基準守り。After you using the tool and the machine, you have to clean it based on the standards. The step 4 of this is 下痢など体調が悪化したときにしたときは産業者管理者はすぐに報告します。So if one person that have gary, diarrhea, or their condition is bad, right? You have to report back to the foreman or the manager. report back to the foreman. 加熱前の食品と加熱した。あとは食品が接触しないように分かって管理するために基準を整備します。So you have to separate the food that is before heating 加熱する前の食品と加熱したの後の食品。で、あと、you have to separate the food that before heating and after heating to not get two of this food contact with each other. So that if the first principle, don't bring the bacteria in, have 5 parts. The second part is 機能増やさない don't let the bacteria grow 菌は温度、水分、栄養分などが原因で増殖します。So the bacteria will grow on this condition. Three conditions are 温度 temperature, 水分 moisture, and 栄養分 nutrients. Three of this is the condition of the bacteria it will be growing. So to prevent the bacteria to grow, we have to 冷凍、冷蔵、乾燥などを行います。Three part is cooling, cooling and drying. Cooling, and drying. Five part of this will be 食品の他に適数な温度で管理しているか確認します。You have to check if the food is stored in appropriate temperature or not. 適数な温度 appropriate temperature storage in appropriate temperature 加熱した食品を冷却するときは冷却条件温度と時間把握して After you heating or cooking the food you have to 冷却 cooling the food. So you have to obey the condition for cooling the food is 温度 and 時間 the time and the temperature. 冷蔵庫は食品別に適数なで温度します。And the refrigerator also have to appropriate management. 食品の汚れや水分は菌の栄養分になります。汚れは落として水分を拭き取り。So if one of the food that got dirty, the dust will become the nutrients for the bacteria. So if you want to remove the bacteria, you have to wash the dust with water to remove the dust. 原材料の保管方法 So you have also to storage the raw material. So the bacteria will have the range of temperature to grow in. The range for bacteria to grow in is to form 20 degree to 50 degree. and especially 30 degree to 40 degree is the range that the bacteria will grow fastly. 早く増えます。So to remove or to not let the bacteria grow, there are three types of temperature we have to remember. The first is 10 degree. Below 10 degree is the range for the bacteria will grow slowly. 最近の増え方は遅くなります。This is the range that the bacteria will slowly grow. The second range is from 4 degree or below. ほとんど増えません。Most of the bacteria will not grow in 4 degree or below. And the last temperature is minus 15 degree. The bacteria cannot grow in this range of temperature. 増えなくなります。There is two types of bacteria cannot be killed by heat. That is Kiro, Buro, and Cereusu, Cereusukin. So remember, two of the types of bacteria cannot be killed by heat. So this is two of the type of bacteria. Okay, so the last step is the last principle is Kino korosu, killing the bacteria. これは即種毒情報で最も効果がある方法。This is the most effective way to prevent poison. So to do this, you have to use chemical 殺菌剤 to killing the bacteria. 殺菌の方じゃあ殺菌剤について正しい知識を身についてできずに殺菌します。Using detergent chemical to killing the bacteria. You have to have the right known as to killing using the detergent. The second way to killing the bacteria is by heating the food. 食品を加熱するときは木曜とする菌ごとに決まった色、適切に温度と時間で行います。So by heating the food, you can kill the bacteria in the food. So this will be setting in the right temperature and time based on the bacteria. For example, most of the bacteria will be killed in 75 degrees in 1 minute. So remember the range 75 degrees in 1 minute. Alright, moving to the next part, we will have Noro Irusu no Sakin. The four principles of the next four principles to prevent Noro Irusu. So the symptom of this type is also stomach hurt, getty, vomit. 食品の中で増えません。This is a type that can only grow in our body and not grow in the food. To kill this type of bacteria, we will have to heating it from 85 degree to 90 degree in 90 seconds. So please write this in your book. 85 degree to 90 degree in 90 seconds to killing this bacteria. This type of bacteria cannot be killed by alcohol. アルコール、消毒が死にません。This type of bacteria cannot be killed by alcohol. This part appear in the exam. So this part is also how to kill this bacteria. To kill bacteria in this bacteria, we need to チュカタ機械や動器具が洗浄した後に濃度 200 ppm. The machine and the tool that we use, we have to wash them with 200 ppm. Gianen Sosan Nachi. So that is natri chloride. We have to wash the machine and the tool with natri chloride. Or wipe them with the clothes that soak in the natri chloride. Giane Sosan Nachi. Nachi wiping the machine with natri chloride. So two ways to remove this bacteria is washing. Sorry. Soaking them in natri chloride. And second part, 200 ppm too. And the second part is wiping them with cloth, wiping them with natri chloride. So this part appears in the exam, so you have to remember it. Also, the four principles of not of preventing nodal so erusu four party mochukomenai, chukenai, yachukeru, and hiroganai. Not bring that in, not letting it grow, killing the bacteria, and not that it's spreading. So this is four principles when preventing this type of bacteria. Moving on to the next part is anisakis. Anisakis is a type of bacteria, a type of parasite. This also have been reported in the exam. To killing this bacteria, we will have to heating it from 70 degree or more. Heating it in 70 degree or more, or 60 degree in 1 minute. 60 degree in 1 minute, or you can heating it 20 degree in 24 hours. cooling 20 degrees in 24 hours, also killing this parasite. Anisakis. Moving on to the next part is the second part. 即上に非常なキが要因の知識、技能、物質的危害、科学的危害、生物的危害要因は飲食業、製造業など技術でも注意しなければならない。So we have to pay attention at all of this hazards were. しかし、製造する飲食要因の種類によって、特にどの危害要因に注意しなければならないことになってくる場合があります。But based on the food, we will have different hazards based on the food, right? For example, 卵を原料とする飲食要因の西洋では、卵を温泉しているかもしれないサム、サムエナバクター will appear in this. So for example, egg will have salmonella in them, right? So you have to pay attention with the egg. Another example, we have canicle. Canicle is chicken. Chicken will have two type bacteria that is Salmonella and Campylobacter. So this is important to understand. One of the food have what bacteria in them. So it is important to learn eight of the bacteria in the last unit here. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 6, 7, 8. Why? It is important to learn all 8 types of this bacteria. So if you see one type of food, you can understand what is it hazard and what is the bacteria in them. 同じ原材料を使用する飲食事業でも製造工程が異なることで、特に注意すべき危害要因が異なってくる場合もあります。Even though some of the food is the same, but it will have different hazards in them. So for example, we have 乾麺も茹で麺。For example, we will have dry noodle and some other type noodle. Both of these will have komugi. Komugi is flour, right? Flour in them. But the hazards in two of these will be different. 幽霊面では幽霊いる工程の後で即中毒菌生物的以外に温泉されてしまうそれがあります。But during will have boiling process and after the boiling process there is a chance that the bacteria will grow on this type of noodle even though they are the same noodle but one of them had boiling process. So the hazards will be different based on the process that the noodle are in. Difference based on the process that they have been through. はい、生物的機械は殺菌によって食品から取り除くことができますことに対し、only the biological hazards can be killed by heating, but all the type of hazards like 科学的危害要因 or 物理的危害要因 the chemical hazards and physical hazards cannot be removed by heating the product, right? Physical and chemical hazards cannot be removed by heating the product. 食品からその木が取り除く法則がありません。So we will have to treating physical and chemical hazard differently because two of the hazard cannot be removed by heating the product. 不十分な処理や交差接触によって科学的危害、物理的危害に入ってしまった食品はその食品は破棄することによってしか食品安全を置くことができません。So if the food that have not been taken care enough and have caused contamination, so the food will have first chemical hazards and also the physical hazards mixed in them. 入ってしまった mixed in the food, the chemical and the physical hazard mixed in the food. So we will have to ask the question: It is safe to is this food safe to eat or not? Or is there anything we have to do in order to remove this hazard? So その食品廃棄することによって So the only thing you have to do is remove the food that have physical or chemical hazards because we cannot ensure the safety of the food that have physical and chemical hazard. We cannot ensure the safety of food have that hazards. But that it depends on the chemical and the physical hazard, right? 意図していなかった。アレルギー物質が含まれている可能性のある食品はそのまま廃棄するしかありません。しかありませんに。This is in grammar, right? I remember that in N3 or N4 しかありませんに。これだけ。The only thing you should do when the food have allergic stuff in it is to remove them right away. Remove the food that have allergic in them. So the reason for this will be 金属性の高指数異物が含まれている可能性ある食品一つずつ見つけして食品からその金属取り出すことができないので So đó skin hai kỳ sinake bà này. Because that is not possible for us to finding that metal or finding that the allergic stuff in the food. So it is better to just remove the food from our product because that is not possible to find on of the product have metal or allergic in them. Okay, so the best thing that you have to do is remove the food that have the allergic because that is not possible to find all the products that have metal or allergic in them. So the role of the foreman isそこにはキーが上員と何かという一般性知識、一般的な知識だけでなく、自分の職場で制御している飲食用品におけるキー要因は何か自分考えている能力が必要です。The role for many, not only understanding what is a hazard, but also how to understand what is the hazard at the our working place. So that is the important thing. So that is all for the lesson today. About the other part of the part 2 of Kiga that part is not necessary to learn in this chapter. So we will end the lesson here. From the next lesson, we will learn Ipane Sekandi. We will end the lesson in the part 2 of the chapter 2 is Kiga Yoin. So in this lesson, I want you to remember So in this lesson, I want you to remember the the definition of Ipane Sekandi and ADCTP. On three of the type of hazards is physical hazard, chemical, and biological. You have to learn all of this, like histamine, sarin, and 8 types of bacteria. Also, 3 principles to prevent poison. Knowing the range for the temperature the bacteria will grow in. 2 types of the bacteria cannot be killed by heat. 4 principles to killing Noro Irusu. Remember the range of this temperature. And also this 200 ppm lithium chloride, sodium chloride, and wiping them with sodium chloride. 4 principles of this. Also this type of parasite. Remember, you have to remove all of the products that have allergy stuff in them if it is not intentional. Because that is not able to find, we will not able to find all of the products that have metal or allergic in them. So do you have any question for the lesson today?
No, sensei.
Sensei, thank you, Sensei.
Hi. So we will from next week we will learn 2 lessons a week. So 2 lessons a week will be in Saturday and Sunday. From next week, we will learn 2 lessons a week. はい。お疲れ様でした。また来週の。
お疲れ様でした。
はい。